Hello, everybody.
Hello.
What's going on? Can you all believe it's Summits next week?
It's awesome. I'm excited to hear what's coming.
Me too. It sounds like there's going to be so many announcements, products, right?
Yes.
How are you all watching Summit? What are you doing?
Saturday, I'm actually going to meet up with Heather. We're going to do like a summit workout together and catch up on some of the like recorded videos.
Cool. Smart. So you're not going to, are you still in school?
Yeah, summer session just started this week.
Yeah, so you're going to be missing the videos. That's cool that you're making the time. That's what that's cool. I miss seeing you guys in real life.
Are you guys doing the Shaun T workout? That's like, what date is it? July 13th?
Is that?
It was like the one that if you signed up for Summit in advance.
It's that Tuesday. It's the first thing.
Yes.
Great question.
I'm going to have to figure a way to like leave my class so I can do it.
Right? What time?
They like already sent something out if you like qualify, or you know what I mean? Like, did they already send out like a, here's your link?
I think they just said if you registered before a certain date, but I haven't gotten a link or anything yet.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
I got an email earlier today. I don't know if I had the link in it though. Let me look.
I just like added like earlier from the link. I saw it on Beatnik, the graphic that they did, and then I just kind of added it to my calendar so like I could figure out where I'm going to be and what I'll do.
Oh yeah, I got that email too about Summit. It came in like an hour ago.
Yeah.
I'm behind.
Cool. I'm excited.
I also feel like I'm behind on this new release of Ultimate Portion Fix. Anybody?
I'm excited for it. I haven't looked
at it. Yeah.
I like just found out about it on Monday.
Oh.
I thought it was coming like later in the summer, and then I've been out of service for like 3 days because I was upstate, and now I'm like trying to play catch up, and I was like, I can't.
Yeah.
So overwhelmed.
Yeah. When we all went up to go to stay at Nikki's place, there was a few of us. I guess we missed like the whole rollout of like 6:45 and like the trainings on it and stuff. And all of us messaged each other and we're like, we worked the whole time, but how do we not just, it's just, there's so many things that we can talk about and promote on our own social media. I guess it's like whatever works. Who knows? So who's getting the cookies and cream in like their next Shaco order?
I just got it.
You just got
mine.
How's it taste?
It was good. I don't know. I added a banana to it, so I feel like I just tasted banana. But
I feel like it. Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, I don't know. It was good.
I'm so excited.
I feel like it was more for my taste. It tasted like coffee ice cream to me.
That's what I thought when I first tasted it.
And I just did it with like almond milk. I didn't put anything in it because I just kind of wanted it with almond milk and just to see what it tasted, but it's like unflavored. But it's very creamy and very smooth.
Yay.
It's good. It's definitely an added repertoire.
Yeah. So what else are you guys doing for Summit? Because I feel like there's just whatever you all are doing in your local area, or are you getting with people to watch? Or Sam and I are close to each other. Yannette, Sam and I are close to each other. So I'm thinking maybe I'll just have maybe some people like locals instead of like places around instead of opening to everybody, just kind of like have the closest locals, because that's really all my house can do right now. So Sam, heads up. Unette, heads up.
Yes.
Guys.
Mommy.
Court, what are you guys gonna do?
I literally am just trying to play catch up at this point and just trying to figure out, because I didn't know if I was going to be traveling or not. So I'm going to talk to all my like coaches and discount coaches that are like in the area or like within an easy drive and see what they all want to do. See if they want to get together for at least a day, a session, figure something out. So heads up, Court. That message will be coming.
Just feel like I just miss seeing people, just
Yeah.
Summit was so fun. New leadership is even more fun. Like you guys are like, you get VIP treatment at New Leader. And it's just, I just miss it all so much. Okay, guys, so 6:45. I think everyone that's going to be here is here. Are we recording? We are. Cool.
Yeah.
So 6:45. Have you guys thought of a time that you are thinking of when you're going to start it? Current program you're doing now and you're ending it, and like, have you set that date on your calendar? And if so, when is it for you? And let's chat, because I think we all just kind of need to see where we're all at and see who we can like partner up with for accountability buddies and posting on social media and things like that.
So I think am I the only one who started already? Who's on the call?
I haven't yet.
I haven't.
So
I haven't started yet.
I started yesterday with Heather. I think she's gonna try and make the call if she gets home. She works later on Wednesdays. But so we started yesterday, but I'm gonna see, I wanna see what you guys are thinking to see how I can get some more girls to do it. Because I am loving it and I'm only on day 2.
Yeah.
And it lines up perfectly. Like I counted out the days to when the end date is, and it's a bar crawl for my friend's son who passed away from cancer. So it like lines up perfectly. So Heather and I are doing the whole program, and then the day we end, we're both going to the bar crawl. So, but as like we go, I'm thinking of having different groups running. So whether it's like every 2 weeks, or like I want it known that like people can start anytime between July and August, essentially. So I'm curious what you guys are thinking for start and everything.
The bar crawl sounds awesome. Your livers are gonna be hurting.
Joanna, I have a quick question if I can. Since you started the program, how do you feel about it?
I love
Like, I know
it.
it's only day 2, but
I know. I'm like, is it too soon to love it? Because I do this every time where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna wait. Like I started 80 Day like twice in the past like couple months, and I think I just needed something new. And his approach, like the first 10 minutes is so nice and calming for when you like first wake up and you're like not really ready to start your day, because it's all the stretching, mobility, and it's like calming. And then it's like gradually you're using weights, you're doing these other moves, and then you do your cool down. So it's like, to me, it's a really nice progression, especially if you're doing it in the morning. And then if you're doing it at night, I also think it's good because yes, when you work out, like I usually do get more awake, but the way the program's laid out, I feel like you could even do it at night and not feel like you're going to be up a while, assuming you don't energize. But like all the movements and everything, he explains why we're doing it. And it's like you're taking a class, like you're learning so much. You're not just moving, you're learning.
Cool.
That helps.
that's really awesome. I'm actually really bummed because I just hit the 3rd trimester and I'm feeling it all over in my body. And I'm like, well, I guess I'm kind of thinking like, if it's not too intense and too crazy, then maybe like after baby, that'll be my 1st or maybe 2nd program. But
He has
Yeah.
a modifier too. So like everything is modified.
right. Okay. So I
And he
might,
talks a lot about pregnancy. If you're able
Yeah.
to catch any of the recordings, he's always talking about if you're pregnant, what you can do, and like that process.
Yeah, he said stage 1 and 2, if you're pregnant, like it's like manageable, just probably you're gonna have to modify a lot. And then the stage 3 and stage 4 is when it like obviously progresses, but you can talk to Jen. She did the whole program and she just popped on. She was in the test group.
Okay.
So she's our expert 645er right here, and she had killer results. So I'm so hyped. Just
Yeah,
like-
she's looking buff as hell.
She was like halfway through, and I was like, "Yo, you look ridiculously amazing!" Like I can't
And
believe
like
you're
the
only halfway
skinniest
through.
little waist.
Like an itty bitty thing.
Yeah, you definitely, I saw some changes to Jennifer and I was like, whoa, like, hold on. And you didn't even like say that you were like making changes. It was just noticeable. It's really,
Mhm.
really cool.
A lot of it happened like in the last phase. The first 2 months was really slow and slow to me anyway. And it really picked up in the third phase and peak week. And that's when I started noticing a lot.
Peak week, man. So Yannette is 10 weeks out from having her baby. Obviously, this program is 13 weeks. So
Yeah.
we were mostly talking about how conducive it is for Yannette to do this up until, you know, she really can't any longer. So I don't know if Jennifer, if when you were in it, if you had any pregnant people maybe in the test group with you?
There were some pregnant people, and I would definitely say that she would be okay in phase 1 and probably through phase 2. I wouldn't do phase 3.
I don't think I could, even if I wanted to at this point. Because I was doing MM100. Well, I am doing MM100, and I'm already getting to like kicking my butt. And I'm following Sienna too, so it's not even like, well, Val and Sienna. But yeah, I've heard a lot about peak week too, and I'm like, it's intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yannette, you might, I agree with everybody. You might be able to like, you know, on top of that, promote it on your social media and just like, say, I'm going to do this until I can't.
Yeah.
And then, you know, say I'll restart it when I'm
Post baby.
yeah, post baby cleared from the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Great. Yeah.
So Jennifer, is there anything in addition, like in this program that like you have taken away from it, aside from like the biggest changes happening in phase 3? Was there anything where you're like, maybe approach your workouts differently now because of this program, or anything?
Well, so the style of it is you're starting at a very basic start. You're at a basic start. And so Amwala coaches you with the proper form in every single move. So that way, as you progress into the more complex things, or even in your daily movement, you know, you're going to be having your feet pointed in the right direction, or that your back is flattened in certain positions. So you're less likely to get injured in either your workouts or in your daily functional movement.
I like that. I did the sample workout with my mom today and she loved it. She's 67. This is recorded. I hope she doesn't watch this. She would hate that I share her age.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's cool. It is, you know, it's like when you're reaching up in the cabinet or picking up your baby, like just those movements and things is really important.
Well, and that's another thing he talks about too. Like when you're driving your car, you know, I'm terrible about it. I always have my left hand on the wheel and I'm leaning over to the right. And so after like the first month of doing this, I had started doing 10 and 2, you know, and just trying to sit up straight, because it's those little things that we do every single day that they cause problems throughout your body and you don't even notice it until it's too late.
Everybody just adjust themselves right now.
Sit up straight.
So cool. Welcome, other babes that just popped on. Nice to see you. You're muted. So Heather's on vacation right now. So, oh, there you are. Hi, girl.
I just got here and I just finished unpacking the car, but so I'm hopping on and listening. But
I'm inspired.
my son got strep throat. We went yesterday, last night, mid-trip, and he was a terror. So
Bummer. Plus the Florida.
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and it's 59 degrees and raining in Vermont.
Even better. That makes the strep throat feel really good.
Excited to hear more about 645. That's for sure, though.
Glad that you're here. One test group, next test group member, pretty cool. So Jennifer, when are you going to restart the program since you just finished it?
So I'm gonna start on Monday. I'm gonna start on the 12th.
Okay. Is who else?
Just so I'm kind of, the reason why I'm gonna start a week early is so that I can like set up my bod groups and my Facebook groups, and just, you know, right after my workout, I can, you know, set that day up for the following week and just be a week ahead of my girls. I like to be prepared.
I love that. So you'll like create your bod group, but create the post as if they're starting on the 19th.
Right. I'll create my post, but I'll schedule it a week ahead of time. You know what I'm saying?
I love
Just
that.
so, you know, I'm hitting all the marks and I don't forget anything.
For sure. I love that.
And I don't want to wait any longer than that either to start.
Right. Anyone else starting next week or the 19th?
I am. I'm gonna just work it out.
I'd like to, but I don't think my bands are gonna come. I have bands. What are the weights? Do you know, Jennifer?
You can use any bands. The newer bands are they're awesome. They're way better. You can use the old 80-day obsession ones too.
Like I have thicker looking bands like that just from like other, like before I even started Beachbody as a whole. They're just like the thicker, nicer bands. And I could tell from the pictures on beachbody.com that they look similar to that.
Yeah, you could totally use those.
Okay.
You don't use them a whole bunch throughout the workout. So if you wanted to start early, don't let that hold you back.
Yeah. Plus, I think we can utilize that and say, like, if our bands aren't here, we can kind of talk about how, like, once we do get the new bands, how much better they are and how, you know, like they don't roll, they don't tear as easily, all the benefits of the newer bands as well. But then I don't know who was talking about it before. I was thinking about I think it was Joanna. I think I'm gonna do, because the customer launch is the 19th. So I was thinking of having like me kind of showing the first basically week, then customers can start purchasing, but then opening like every 2 weeks as like an enrollment date. So like every 2 weeks, okay, this will be your day one. Okay, next 2 weeks, this will be your day one. Just a thought that I was like thinking about probably for my groups.
Like opening round one, like open enrollment round 2.
Yeah, so it's not like, okay, like I'm on day 12 and you're on day like whatever.
Yeah.
This way, like you have like a group starting together. So if like I'll be like promoting, teasing, whatever, like, okay, next group starts on July 26th. Because if you purchase, but I can be like teasing it while I start the 12th, like, hey, your chance, if you don't want it now and you want to wait, you can get it the 19th and then hope that they have their bands by the 26th. And if they don't, that's fine, but just kind of like a push to get them to sign up by like on the 19th or the 20th.
I love that. When's the preferred customer coming out?
So I'm really hoping they tell us at Summit because they keep pushing it back and it's frustrating me.
Yeah, I keep telling, like, I had 4 or 5 discount coaches sign up over the past 5, 6 months, like few every single month. And I'm like, yeah, in 1 month you'll see your account drop to preferred customer. You're not a coach. And they're like, oh, okay, I'll sign up because it's going to drop to preferred customer in a month. And obviously, like, it still hasn't yet. They're fine. Obviously, they're not selling. They're not getting like a tax thing coming to their doorstep. So they're still fine. They probably don't even know, but it's like, I know. And
I lost one of my girls because it didn't roll over in May because she didn't want like the name coach associated with her at all. And I was like, oh, it's gonna, change in a month, and then it didn't, and she canceled. And she's like, just let me know when it comes out. I was like, okay,
we'll let you know.
So hopefully for Summit they tell us.
You're right. They'll have to address it then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really have like a lot of girls that, and even guys too, that are really into spin. So I've been like, we're getting bikes, like, because I know some coaches, and I've seen it on Beatnik, have gotten like, I think Becca Whaley, right? She got the bike where she was like, I want to get the bike, but I guess there's another bike coming out. So I don't like, obviously I want to get myself and all my girls the best bang for their buck for these bikes. So I want information on that. So that way I can like share that too.
Same. Nikki, Joy and I were talking about the bike, and Nikki was like, I was about to get the bike, but then I don't want to get it. And then everybody else just goes out and gets the bike. We're like, and there's no volume that comes with it at all. So
yeah,
like, she's like, I want to buy the bike under Boomer's account. I don't want to get it under my account. I need to get it under Boomer's account, and I need to get all my other coaches to get it, under their significant other's account and stuff. So I'm like, I know, but deals are going on right now.
Yeah. It's like, I see that price and I'm like,
but we have to compete, because that's the other thing is we contacted someone higher up in corporate and said, like, we need to be able to compete with the other influencers who are getting promo codes that are selling, per se, the bike on their social media. We need to be able to at least compete with them, if not be cheaper than what they're doing, because we're the coaches. We're keeping the business afloat. You guys rely on us. We need to be able to at least compete with the randos that get a promo code for 2 weeks. So I hope they address that at Summit as well. So, and I'm also hoping that maybe they give us promo codes.
Yeah. I'm really curious to see the price point of these bikes.
Same.
Me too.
I
It's
assume
gonna
they're
be
cheaper than a
quite
Peloton.
increased. Yeah, for sure.
I already have a Peloton, so
Tracy got one.
I'm
I
just
like-
hyped for the bike stuff to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I do like that Beachbody is like saying, like, it doesn't matter what bike you have.
Yeah.
You can use it. Like, you don't have to get another,
Get another
bike.
bike. I have no room for another bike.
Transportation doesn't belong here.
I have
Yeah.
looked into it a little bit.
Yeah.
I like, and regular price are like 1,200. So again, much cheaper than the Peloton.
Yeah.
And because I was looking into it, like Facebook pops up, $300 off on this ad, like runs through my mess, like my whole line. So like 300, 350 Mother's Day sale. Hey, 350 off.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm hoping it's going to be even better than that. So that's my thought on it.
I hope so too. Hope so too. So for 645, how are you guys promoting it? Like, what are you doing to get people into your group over the next week or two? Like, what are you sharing more about, like the functional fitness aspect of it? Are you sharing like the results? Jen, I still need to share. Have you shared your results on social media yet? Okay. I can't share it before you do. That's for sure.
No, I haven't done it yet, but in my defense, I've been gone for like a week. I just got home yesterday. and I haven't had any social media whatsoever. It took me over an hour to catch up last night, and I'm just a
It
little overwhelmed right now.
takes a while to, I literally went to the gym yesterday with Justin and just got on the elliptical for an hour, just answering DMs in my inbox, and was like, can this be over?
Yeah.
I already worked out today. I don't need to be here for an hour. But it is the overwhelm. It's real, but it's cool that you just handle it.
Yeah, so I was just gonna start promoting on my stories, and talking about it, and I need to just get up the nerve to actually share my results and
Yeah.
get it out there.
Do it for the team. They're amazing results too. I mean, walking, talking, product of the product. How was the nutrition for you?
I mean, I struggled here and there, but as I kind of ended up switching over to 2B mindset because I was struggling with going over on the containers, and I listened to Alana's book as one of my personal development books in the car. And I was like, hey, I think this sounds a little bit more fitting to me. And so I've been doing that and just like pushing the veggies, and that's really been better for me because I can eat more.
Big time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you want to eat less and sometimes you want to eat more.
Right.
Yeah. I think that was my biggest thing with going to 2B mindset too. So cool, guys. And Joanna, I think, are you focusing on nutrition with this next program? I mean, we all need to be, but aren't
Yes.
you like really zero?
I'm doing time nutrition
Cool.
because I've done Portion Fix and I've done 2B, but I started noticing that with 2B, I'm someone who needs more structure. So I had great results with 2B, but I started noticing like I wasn't having fruit, or I wasn't having, like, I needed some of everything and I wasn't eating enough. So I decided to switch to Portion Fix because I'm so used to Plan A, but I'm actually in Plan B because I'm just so much more active with my commute to work, and how the structure is with COVID changed my school. So I'm walking like 5 miles just within my school building, and I wasn't eating enough to like sustain that. So I decided to do Plan B, Portion Fix, and then with this program, I decided to do time nutrition because I think that's also going to help my IBS, because I've been reading up on like eating the smaller meals 3 hours apart or so. And when I had my best results, it was with 80-day obsession. I did time nutrition and I wasn't having like IBS flare-ups. So I was like, let me like go back to doing that, but with Plan B, and see how it goes. So
Love that.
yeah, I think it's also going to help me because I tend to stress eat. And by having those containers for me, it's also like, it's color coded. I like that. It's just going to keep me more like on track with even my mental goals. Like, okay, I already ate. Like, I know I'm not hungry. It's stress type thing. So I have a lot of reasons for it.
I love that it's so cool with these programs how you can start figuring out like when you're stressed, when you know that your body has already had enough, and you're like, something else is going on, and it makes you handle it emotionally some way. Unfortunately, sometimes it pulls out things from the depths that we don't want to deal with, but it's good. It's gonna be there. You might as well deal with it and get rid of it. That's cool. I'm glad. So are you promoting that on your social media to get people like?
Yes, I started to in my stories. I actually noticed today that all I did was post my meals. So I like laughed about it in one of my stories, like, yeah, I'm just posting food today. But so I'm trying to figure out how to work it into talking more about it instead of just like posting about it. But so I'm taking the route of nutrition and how it's functional, like with the program itself, with the mobility, and how it can help with like when you think you have physical limitations, but really you just have to be moving sometimes. So trying to balance out how to talk about the nutrition with the program.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah, and part of the Portion Fix update is like the intermittent fasting too. I don't know if anyone has like tried that or is into that, but I'm kind of excited to like look into that and see how like the containers play into it, because I've done like versions of it in the past, and it's always, I don't know, I like tend to not eat in the morning anyways, and just like
forget about things. So I'm interested to see like how you can really like manage it in more of like a nutrition based program.
Yeah, and keep your energy levels up and stuff.
Yeah.
Same. I'm excited to learn about it just learned about it on Monday.
I'm shocked that Autumn did it. She's not like usually for
I agree. I was shocked that it came out too.
But you know what I mean? She's always like, you're already fasting when you're sleeping and you haven't ate for 8 hours. If you're stopping eating at 8 and then you get up at, 7, you're already fast. So she did like an interview with this Amola. What's how you say his name? Yeah. She did an interview with him, Amola, to talk about it. So it was interesting.
Yeah, I know. I agree. I'm glad she did it, because with Time Nutrition, we are taking hours off. So it already looked like you were intermittent fasting. And then the To Be mindset, dinner and done, you're kind of intermittent fasting with both, but no one wanted to label it as that. So finally, like now they've done the science and research and put it behind it. I'm excited to see what they have to say. Like Nikki just said, I know, Court, I agree. Autumn was not about it for a while. So yeah, really interested to see. So Courtney, not the Courtney Nina, the other Courtney, you just finished MBF today. Congratulations. So exciting. So
yeah, it was awesome. Other Courtney knows that I started with 9 Week Control Freak. That was my first program ever. And I was like, I need to get through a program and I need to do my boot camp and I need to do all these things. And then as soon as I finished it, I ended up doing the hybrid with Off the Wall. So I actually did 12 weeks again with Autumn. And I was like so used to the format of that workout. And then doing MBF was just a little bit, I liked it more because I'm more like weight-based, just normal in my workouts. But the jump rope, I was like, it took me like week 2 to figure out I was like hitting my arm. It was terrible, but I nailed it week 3. And I now like 645. So I was like, screw it. I'll do MBFA some other time after. I probably do 645 twice, because this also sounds a lot more like weight-based. And I do love Megan adding the mobility in there, because I have really tight hip flexors. It really hinders me from squatting really well. So the fact that I feel like that catcher's stretch that she would work in all the time, I feel like I can get so much lower to the floor. So that's definitely a win for me. And just people I've been talking to, like definitely with this program, I'm going to get back on my horse and I'm going to post and I'm going to get someone. It's my goal. But definitely talking about mobility, because I know a lot of my volleyball girls have the same issue, like with their knees and their hips. We're just like scarecrow, like walking tin mans, and like she does the scarecrow thing with like our shoulders. It's just really good. A lot of different moves I've never seen.
Oh, volleyball. I forgot about those days.
I was just going to pop in here and say that 645 is a lot like MBF, but without the jump roping in between the blocks. Like the blocks and stuff are set up a lot like that. And that's why I liked it a lot, because it's more weight-based. That's more my thing. Like this whole dancing thing has got me totally screwed up. And I actually kind of stopped doing it this week because my dad and his wife are here, and we have people sleeping on the couch, and I work out in the living room, and I just can't do it. I can't do it. So I've been doing, I started Freak Week this morning, and I'm going to do that until Monday. But I was also going to say, like, the mobility portion of 645 is going to be really, really great for your girls that you're talking about their knees and stuff. You're going to love it.
Jennifer, that's so cool that you did it already. That's so cool. Okay, so I have a few other questions, but I want to kind of wrap up 645. Does everyone feel good about when they're starting, when they're promoting their group to start, and how you're promoting it? Just raise your hand. Just say, like, if you feel good about it. If you feel good about it. If you don't, you can, like, Heather, not good. Not good. Message me and we'll get you good. Cool. So I think what I'm gonna do, because I saw Nikki, Isabella, my group is it's opened up already. However, I'm not gonna start until the 26th. I'm gonna take the next 2 weeks to just kind of do MBF, do the sample workouts, get right with the ultimate portion fix stuff, because I really want to have an understanding of that to explain it to other people. It also gives me 2 other weeks to promote it. Basically, July is going to be nothing but promoting this program. So Success Club's non-negotiable, and just promoting this and making sure everyone has gotten ordered, ready to go. We start on the 26th. There's some people that want to start on the 19th. And that's fine. They can do that. I let them know that they can do it. The group's going to be open, but we're going to be starting on the 26th. So you guys can start 19th or the 26th, whatever you want, but the group is open, and whoever wants to join, obviously more than welcome, but that's how that's going to be laid out.
Good question. How long are the phases? 3 weeks? 2? 4?
4 weeks, and then the final week is peak week. That's phase 4.
Understood.
So, and that's only 1 week, so it's 13 weeks total.
Understood. Okay.
So you might be able to
Jen, sorry, Headland.
Oh, sorry, Court, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say with, I think it was with Amal, it's called, this phases are 4 weeks, but is it like the last week of that phase kind of like a different type of week that he was saying, like a deloading or recovery more based, right?
Yeah, so
Okay.
the deload week is the last week of each phase. And it's where, because you're doing 3 sets of each exercise, with 15 reps in each exercise. And so in the final week of deload, you're doing 2 sets and you're only doing 10, but you're lifting really, really heavy as you possibly can. But it's allowing your body to recover, to set up for the first week of the next phase, because you're going back to 15. And it really does make a huge difference.
Cool.
Okay, thanks.
And
I'm
they,
so
he
nervous.
says that, don't be nervous. I know I was too. The 3rd week of each phase is the toughest part of the phase, and peak week, of course.
Nikki, you're so cute.
I never did the prep or the work. I don't know why. I just always felt super intimidated by it. And so I'm like, I'm doing 6-4-5, and I just feel nervous about it.
I've never done the prep or the work either. And so like I've planned out my whole rest of my year. I'm going to do 6-4-5, and then I'm going to do the prep and the work right afterwards. So it's going to land me right before Christmas.
Those were literally my all-time favorite programs. And I noticed such a change in like posture. So as soon as I heard like he was coming out with another one, I was like, oh, I'm there. And then I found out I was pregnant, and I was like, no, wait.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's going to be really fun following your journey, starting this program and sharing how you are excited to do it now and after you have the babe. It's going to be cool, because I hope sooner than later, whenever I get pregnant, I'm going to be like, well, Yannette did this, I can do this too. Or at least I know that I can come to you and ask questions during, so that's going to be nice.
I follow Brittany Zillig. So I saw her whole like pregnancy journey, and that's literally my motivation. I was like, I saw her do all these crazy programs. I'm not going to back down, but it's weighing on me. Like I go to do a lunge and my knees are like, oh no. So it's hard to keep in mind, like I already have a lot of weight on me, so I don't necessarily need to go heavier in actual weights, but we're getting there. Yeah.
It's cool that you're still doing it, sis.
Trying.
Well, I hope to see you next week. We'll talk. Sam, you and I need to talk about getting together for Summit still. So
yes.
Chat about that. But okay, it sounds like everyone's feeling pretty good about 6:45. Just always reach out in the Fit Life tribe. I had someone ask me earlier this week, hey, can I post this in the tribe? And I was like, yes. Like, the tribe is your page. It is, just because myself and a few of us started it doesn't mean it's ours. It's for everybody to get in there and share your results, shout each other out, and to just anything that you learn or anything, any of the new like coach, breaking back office news, or any of your clients or anything like that, that is your page to go in, and it is all of ours. It is a shared community page. And that goes along with discount coaches, or sooner than later, hopefully preferred customers. When they come on, add them in and introduce them to the team. Let's not forget about that, because discount coaches and preferred customers still help all of us build a business, and they are our lifers, and they become some of our best friends too, because they're going to be there. And so let's not forget about introducing them to the team, and always just kind of including them even on calls like this, because they can learn a lot as well. Obviously, we're doing this to help more people, and that is our goal, but it helps them in just their journey as well. So that's the whole recognition piece. And one other thing, I'm going to kind of just wrap this up real quick. And would love to hear y'all's thoughts. When I was visiting Nikki and Joy and a few other people almost 2 weeks ago now in Louisville, we were talking about the tracker, and I'm not here to diss the tracker, but I do want to keep it real with you guys. We had a real talk about it, and I said, I feel like once the tracker came out, it really took me away from just doing the basic 4 vital behaviors as a coach, like the basic 4, because then you see this tracker and you have so many things and it just can become overwhelming. Like, these are a lot of check marks on one page, right? Sorry, I think our neighbor's at the door. Hang tight, it might not last for that long. But let me see if I can talk over it. But mostly the 4 vital behaviors is what we get to do as coaches. And I'd never want any of us to get so distracted of doing the tracker that we forget about the 4 vital behaviors. And the 4 vital behaviors are just, everyone should know them. Like, if anyone wants to shout out one of them, let's maybe go around. What's your favorite vital behavior?
Work out.
Personal
Yeah, the
development.
workout and shake you are definitely the easiest ones.
I love the PD aspect.
Yeah. We're still missing one part of product of the product. If we have working out and Shaco. Nutrition.
All of our favorites.
All of our favorites. It really, I know, because it's Shaco and working out is easy, but now it's the nutrition. So that's product of the product. That's one. Personal development is a second. Third.
Connecting and inviting.
Nailed it. Last one, fourth one. They added this in like 2 years ago.
Recognition.
Yeah. Yeah. Shouting out, like, Jennifer, when you share your results with us, we're gonna be able to shout you out and say we did one of the 4 vital behaviors. But like, just, it kind of goes back to, that's just what it is. At the end of the day, that's what we get to do as a coach. Do it every single day. I don't do the inviting and connecting. Sometimes I don't do recognition either on the weekend. So the third and fourth one, Isabel and I were just talking about this. The third and fourth one, I don't really do it on the weekend. I only do that really unless I haven't hit Success Club yet, or I'm gonna drop from Diamond. Other than that, those 4 vital behaviors are what we get to do as a coach every single day. And if the tracker is something that's stopping you from doing your job and doing the 4 vital behaviors every day, throw it out and just do the 4 vital behaviors. You'll figure everything else out. They did the tracker because some people didn't understand how to add and connect and network. So this is for people who don't know how to naturally connect with people, but I'm pretty sure every single person on here has the capabilities and the brain and wherewithal to sit down and have a conversation with somebody and doesn't need a tracker to tell them how to do that. So if, like I said, if the tracker and doing the things, all the things that coach needs to do, if it's feeling overwhelming, get rid of the tracker and just say, what are the 4 vital behaviors? What have I done today? Have I done all 4? And if not, just do the 4 things and F the tracker. Off the record.
Love it.
Just in case. All right, you guys. So how many of us are on here? Right, there was, I think, 12 of us. So there's going to be 12 of us with some bomb results in 13, 15 weeks to share. Cool. All right.
Can't wait.
I know, right?
I just want to add, a lot of the people in the test group didn't lose huge numbers on the scale, but the inches came off. So just keep that in mind along your journey.
Jennifer, did you lose a lot of weight or was it the inches?
I did not lose a lot of weight. I only lost 7 pounds, but I lost over 9 inches. And 3 of those were off of my waist.
It's awesome.
That's what Nikki was saying. Tiny waist.
You need to share your results, like, because they're amazing. Like, you see those, so you don't be afraid. Like, people are gonna be like, damn, I want those results.
Yeah. And you put in work.
Honestly, that's what helped me out getting one of the highest success clubs I've had. Sorry, kids are getting their energy out, but by sharing my results from Let's Get Up. So that made me, I feel like I would hit Success Club first day that it came out for coach, and then I went diamond also that month. So I was very excited about that. And that just by sharing, that just made it. So the kids are drinking. Maybe I'm giving them whiskey. Maybe I should. Courtney.
No judgments.
Sorry, I will go back on mute.
Cool. Jennifer, that was awesome. Thank you. All right, babes. Let's crush it. Let's do this. All right, message. Obviously, we're all here to help each other and support each other. And we'll see you in the group, but message me, your coach, team, if you have any questions or anything at all. Love to hear from you, good, bad. Love the good stuff. But obviously, if you need help with anything else, we're always here for you. All right, you guys, have a beautiful evening. Great to see your faces.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.